and welcome to the National Privacy Commission's Privacy Awareness Week Conference 2025. This is the 8th Annual Privacy Awareness Week of the Commission, and my 4th year to stand before you as a Privacy Commissioner to deliver a report on the key accomplishments of the Commission. I acknowledge that Privacy Awareness Week is more than just a celebration. It is a moment of reflection and renewal, a time to recognize our achievements, confront what remains undone, and chart our course forward as one privacy-resilient Philippines. The past years we have tested such resilience, but it has also proven our strength. Amidst these uncertainties and challenges, the National Privacy Commission has stood firm in our mission to protect the fundamental human right to privacy of each and every Filipino and ensure the free flow of information. As I reflect on our achievements for the past years, I am abounded with immense pride and joy at how far we have come. In 2022, I delivered my first Privacy Commissioner's Report at the Philippine International Convention Center with 45,726 participants, where others joined our celebration online, considering we are still recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2023, we had the honor of welcoming 56,684 participants in our efforts to empower data privacy champions and safeguard personal data privacy rights. In 2024, our Privacy Awareness Week became bigger, amassing over 74,867 in-person and online participants eager to contribute to the holistic conversation about data privacy for all and promote inclusivity and diversity, emphasizing the universal right to data privacy for everyone. Today, as you can see, our Privacy Awareness Week continues to grow each year, surpassing previous ones in scale and impact. Indeed, this year's PAW is transcending borders as we are graced by the presence of such a diverse and dedicated assembly of thinkers, leaders, and champions of data privacy. Let us all welcome our foreign guest. If you hear your name, kindly stand up to be recognized. We start from Africa, from Mali's Personal Data Protection Authority. We have President Mamudo Samaseku. We have also Commissioner Bedi Jakite. From Mauritania's Personal Data Protection Authority, we have Mr. Seman Mokhtar Mu. Thank you, sir. From the Angola's Agencia de Protección de Datos, we have Executive Director Paulo Manuel Pedro. And the Department Head for International Relations, Mr. Achilles Lutus A. Ma Pragazu Bandome. From Burkina Faso's Commission for Information Technology and Liberties, we have Director of Legal Affairs and Litigation, Mr. Yameogo Disey. And Director of Information Systems, Mr. Martingen Gonzaga. From Ghana's Data Protection Commission, we have Acting Executive Director, Dr. Arnold Kabaarku. And Ms. Abigail Tebua Yebua. From Senegal's Commission de Protección des Données Personnelles, we have Member Commissioner Ms. Ku De A. Gui. and the Head of Litigation and Rights Protection Department, Ms. Fatima Tuhufal. From Uganda's Personal Data Protection Office, we have Acting National Personal Data Protection Director, Mr. Baker Birikuja, and Ms. Anita Ahebwa. From the Nigerian Data Protection Commission, we have Technical Assistant to the National Commissioner, Engineer Tololo Pe Ebet Toye. From the Information Regulator, South Africa, we have Mr. Taipo Boykanyo. We also have government and private representatives from Asia present here today. Starting with Brunei's Authority for Information Communications Technology and Industry, we have Chief Executive Jailani Buntar and Assistant Chief Executive Mr. Nizam Othman. From Thailand's Office of the Personal Data Protection Committee, we have Chairpersons Tiwanchai Nanakorn, Director of Legal Affairs Bureau, Police Colonel Siripon Kunsinsuat, and Mr. Tanachon Saktum. From Malaysia's Personal Data Protection Commissioner, we have Deputy Commissioner Norman Peter and Assistant Commissioner Ms. Putiri Nurharaisa Hani Binti Muhammad Hajimas. From Hong Kong's Office of the Privacy Commissioner for Personal Data, we have Assistant Privacy Commissioner Joanne Wong. Thank you. And Assistant Personal Data Officer Jackie Chung. From Singapore's Personal Data Protection Commission, we have Director Jamin Tan, Ms. Charmaine Nam, and Mr. Nam Song Yong. From the Bangladesh Ministry of Posts, Telecommunications, and Information Technology, we have Senior Assistant Secretary Mustashid Tasmin Raman Anidro. And the Manager of Network Operation and in charge of the Data Center of Bangladesh Computer Council, we have Mr. Sheikh Muzipur Rana. From the Bhutan's Infocom and Media Authority, we have Director Jingmei Wangbi. Thank you, sir, for coming. From India's Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, we have Mr. Bankash Chaura Shah. From the State Personal Data Protection Agency under the Cabinet of Ministers of the Kyrgyz Republic, we have Director Kilimbek Madalbeko. And the Head of the Department of Legislative Expertise and Legal Support, Ms. Tursum Mambetak Nova. From the Ministry of Digital Development, Innovation, and Communications Regulatory Commission of Mongolia, we have the Head of International Cooperation Division, Ms. Engtuya Ganzering. And Advisor of the Communications Regulatory Commission, Mr. Sinjer Batar Bagtoto. We have also here with us from Straits Interactive, the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Kevin Shepherdson. Additionally, we have representatives from Europe. From Turkey's Personal Data Protection Authority, President Commissioner Professor Faruk Bilir. Commissioner Bayram Arslan. And Mr. Kasim Alper Dasta. We also also have here from the Estonian Data Protection Inspectorate, Head of Cooperation, Ms. Marha Gers, and Ms. Gredelise Caleb. From Germany's Federal Commissioner for Data Protection and Freedom of Information, we have Senior Data Protection Officer, Mr. Stefan Nederer. From the Center of Information Policy Leadership, we have PETS and Emerging Technologies Fellow, Mr. Eden Tayyip. From Praxic.ai, we have co-founder Dr. Shalomi Hod. From the Middle East, from the Dubai International Financial Center, we have Vice President of Data Protection and Regulatory Compliance, Ms. Lori Baker. Ma'am, thank you for coming. From Bahrain, Ministry of Justice, Islamic Affairs, and WAC, we have Ms. Munira Alayjalama and Ms. Nura Alagatan. Thank you for coming. From the Digital Cooperation Organization, we have Policy Innovator, Mr. Ahmad Binder. We also have representatives from North America, from the islands of Bermuda, our very recent partners. We have Commissioner Alexander White of the Office of the Privacy Commissioner for Bermuda. From Mexico, we have Ms. Josefina Roman Vergara, Privacy Advocate and the former Commissioner of the National Institute for Transparency, Access to Information, and Personal Data Protection of Mexico. We also have here Mr. Juan Manuel Mota Perales, AI and Data Privacy Compliance Advisor and the former Head of the International Affairs of the National Institute for Transparency, Access to Information, and Personal Data Protection of Mexico. We also have here Ms. Mariana Gomez, former Officer of the National Institute for Transparency, Information, and Personal Data Protection of Mexico. Lastly, we have representatives from the United States. We have here IAPP Executive Committee, IAPP Board Member, and Partner of the AO Sherman, Ms. Ana Gambros. And lastly, we have Deputy Director for APAC of the Future of Privacy Forum. We have here Mr. Dominic Polver. I would like to welcome you all to the Philippines. I hope you're having a very good time. So in navigating a borderless digital world, data privacy remains the foundation of safety, trust, and fairness. It is crucial towards expanding new professional horizons, one of the bedrocks of a strong digital economy. The National Privacy Commission consistently prioritized digitalization as a key enabler of an effective, transparent, and citizen-centered governance, which remains aligned with our data privacy framework. Thus, this year's theme, Global Privacy Matters, Navigating a Borderless Digital World and Expanding New Professional Horizons, highlights the growing complexity of data privacy and protection in today's interconnected digital world. As digital technologies and data flows across national boundaries, the urgency for a unified and coordinated approach to protecting personal data becomes ever more pressing. It underscores the essential need to understand data privacy through a global lens in navigating the unique challenges and opportunities of a borderless digital environment. In an era where information flows faster than ever before, the need to protect personal data is not only urgent, it is essential. Over the years, we have made great strides in ensuring that our citizens' personal data is not only processed responsibly and handled with utmost care and accountability. These accomplishments are designed to ensure that as we move forward, every Filipino benefits from the protection and opportunities provided by a strong digital ecosystem. As such, we have consistently placed the rights of data subjects at the core of every policy that we issue. We have released policies that clarify the provisions of the Data Privacy Act of 2012, offering clearer and more effective guidance to data subjects, personal information controllers, and personal information processors. Since 2022 up to present, we have issued a total of 13 circulars, 6 advisories, and 75 advisory opinions. In 2022, the National Privacy Commission issued 4 circulars aimed at strengthening the implementation of the Data Privacy Act of 2012 and enhancing data protection compliance across various sectors. Each circular serves as a distinct purpose while collectively reinforcing the National Privacy Commission's commitment to accountability, transparency, and responsible data processing. We issued a circular that established the guidelines on administrative fines, providing a clear framework for the imposition of penalties in cases of non-compliance with the data privacy laws, thereby promoting greater accountability among personal information controllers and personal information processors. We also amended and refined certain provisions on the circular on processing of personal data for loan-related transactions, addressing emerging practices and risks in the financial services sector. We issued the circular providing guidelines for private security agencies on the proper handling of customer and visitor information, ensuring that privacy rights are respected in the collection and use of personal data in security operations. Further, we issued the National Privacy Commission's registration circular, providing the guidelines on the registration of personal data processing systems, notification requirements for automated decision-making or profiling, designation of the data protection officer, and the use of the NPC seal of registration, all aimed at intensifying compliance with PICs and PIPs while enhancing transparency and trust in data processing practices. Together, these issuances provided timely and practical guidance to support compliance, safeguards individual privacy rights, and strengthen the culture of data protection in both the public and private sectors. Subsequently, 2023 marked a milestone as we exceeded the number of circulars issued in previous years, with 7 circulars published within that year. This circular significantly advanced the regulatory framework for data privacy and protection in the Philippines, addressing critical areas of governance, compliance, and operational standards. We issued the guidelines on the schedule of fees and charges, providing transparency and structure for services rendered by the Commission. In addition, we also issued a circular introducing the Data Privacy Competency Program, promoting the development of skills and professional standards among privacy practitioners. We also issued the guidelines on identification cards, setting clear rules to protect personal data in the issuance and use of ID cards. We issued also the guidelines on consent, ensuring that data subjects' consent is obtained in a valid, informed, and freely given manner in accordance with the law. We outlined the prerequisites for the Philippine Privacy Mark Certification Program, a pioneering initiative that aims to assess how organizations process personal information and implement appropriate data protection measures and policies not only in accordance with the Data Privacy Act of 2012, but also with international data protection standards. Further, we provided a comprehensive guide for ensuring the security of personal data in both the government and private sectors. And lastly, we provided the guidelines on legitimate interest as a lawful basis for data processing offering clarity and safeguards for its responsible use. In 2024, the National Privacy Commission issued 2 significant circulars aimed at refining procedural frameworks and enhancing data protection in surveillance practices. We issued a circular that provides the amendments to certain provisions of the 2021 Rules of Procedure of the National Privacy Commission, improving the efficiency, clarity, and responsiveness of the Commission's adjudicatory and enforcement processes. These amendments reflect the Commission's ongoing efforts to strengthen its regulatory functions and ensure due process in handling privacy-related cases. We also issued a circular that established comprehensive guidelines for the use of the closed-circuit television or CCTV systems, providing clear standards to ensure that surveillance activities respect the privacy rights of individuals while supporting legitimate security objectives. And just recently, the National Privacy Commission issued a circular regarding the guidelines on the processing of personal data collected using body-worn cameras, which aims to establish protocols for the protection of data subjects' personal data and ensure accountability in personal data processing activities involving body-worn cameras and alternative recording devices. Certainly, this circular strengthened the Commission's commitment to responsive governance and privacy-first innovation, ensuring that both legal processes and emerging technologies are aligned with the principles of data privacy. In addition to this, we also issued advisories to guide our stakeholders in ensuring the consistent application of the Data Privacy Act of 2012, raising awareness and responding to emerging technologies. In 2022, to provide clarity on the lawful processing of personal data involving public officers, the National Privacy Commission issued an advisory providing the guidelines on the request for personal data of public officers, setting out clear guidelines on handling such data requests. In 2023, we were also able to issue an advisory providing the guidelines on deceptive design patterns. The advisory offers guidance to PICs on deceptive design patterns and understanding how these practices can affect the lawful processing of personal data based on consent, following the core data privacy principles. In 2024, we issued an advisory on the model contractual clauses for cross-border transfers of personal data, which provides guidance on the availability of the various models contractual clauses for transfers of personal data across jurisdictions. The National Privacy Commission also released an advisory providing the guidelines for processing personal data under Section 13F of the Data Privacy Act of 2012. This advisory aims to guide PICs in properly relying on Section 13F as a legal basis for processing personal data. So to define 13F, under Section 13F of the Data Privacy Act of 2012, the processing of sensitive personal information and privileged information is lawful when it is necessary for the protection of the lawful rights and interests of natural or legal persons in court proceedings, or the establishment, exercise, or defense of legal claims, or when provided to the government or public authority. We also issued an advisory that provides the guidelines on child-oriented transparency. The advisory applies to all PICs and PIPs engaged in the processing of children's personal data, whether in a digital or physical environment. It covers products or services specifically intended for children or likely to be accessed by children. Further, we issued an advisory that applies to the processing of personal data involved in the development or deployment of artificial intelligence systems. The advisory provides the application of the general privacy principles and specific key concepts in the Data Privacy Act of 2012 its implementing rules and regulation, and the issuance of the Commission insofar as AI systems involve the processing of personal data. In 2025, the National Privacy Commission and the Insurance Commission issued a joint advisory on the considerations on the use of privacy-enhancing technologies in the insurance industry. Aside from this, we also issued advisory opinions to provide timely and practical guidance and address evolving privacy concerns of PICs, PIPs, and data subjects. In 2022, we issued 28 advisory opinions that tackled various privacy concerns encountered by data subjects, personal information controllers, and personal information processors. The following year, we issued 27 advisory opinions that covered a broad range of topics, where it provided clarity and guidance on the lawful handling of personal data in various real-world scenarios. In 2024, the National Privacy Commission continued to provide timely and practical guidance by issuing 19 advisory opinions that addressed emerging and complex privacy issues. These advisory opinions serves as a vital mechanism for promoting accessibility and responsiveness to everyday data privacy issues that ordinary Filipinos encounter. Collectively, these issuances reflect our vision of building a nation where respect for data privacy becomes a norm and data protection remains consistent priority in everyday life. It is also worth emphasizing that the Commission continues to be an active partner and fully supports the Congress of the Philippines by providing comments and suggestions to a total of 76 pending legislations. Alongside the issuance we released, the National Privacy Commission intensified its efforts to ensure that all PICs and PIPs are duly compliant with the law. We spared no effort in demanding compliance and stood resolute in protecting the data privacy rights of every Filipino. In fully embracing digitalization, the National Privacy Commission advanced its shift towards digitalized and modernized delivery of service. We continuously develop a lineup of powerhouse systems to intensify our compliance mandate. With these systems, we ensure that every PIC and PIP complies with the Data Privacy Act of 2012, its IRR, and the relevant issuances of the Commission through accessible, efficient, and standardized platforms for actively reducing barriers to compliance. In 2022, the Commission introduced the Data Breach Notification Management System, or the DBNMS, and the National Privacy Commission Registration System, or the NPCRS. The DBNMS features a user-friendly interface that streamlines the submission and tracking of personal data breach notification and annual security incident reports. The implementation of the DBNMS reflects our commitment to aligning with global best practices observed by the leading data protection authorities around the globe. In fact, I am pleased to share that DBNMS is one of the efforts of the National Privacy Commission that was shortlisted under the innovation category during the Global Privacy Assembly GPA Global Privacy and Data Protection Awards 2023. This recognition demonstrates the National Privacy Commission's world-class commitment to advancing data privacy and protection through cutting-edge digital solutions. During the same year, we also launched the NPCRS, or the NPC Registration System, which is an online platform developed by the National Privacy Commission to offer a secure and efficient portal for government and private entities to register their data processing systems and data protection, DPO, data protection officers, as well as to download the NPC seal of registration. The NPCRS also serves as one of the platforms that supports regulatory oversight while also empowering data subjects and exercising their rights and demanding accountability. Moreover, the NPC CLAB registration serves as a tangible proof that an entity has fulfilled the initial level of compliance with the Data Privacy Act of 2012. It also plays a key role in empowering data subjects by providing transparency on who process their personal data, identifying the data protection officer to whom they can direct concerns or complaints, and verifying the legitimacy of a PIC's registration with the Commission. Further, it is with great pride to share that the NPC Seal of Registration stands as a novel initiative of the Philippines in pursuit of a stronger data privacy culture. It is the first of its kind in the region and a globally distinct indicator of data privacy compliance introduced to enhance transparency and promote accountability among PICs and PIPs. Indeed, our platforms present a groundbreaking approach to data privacy regulation, where the NPC Seal of Registration is a pioneering standard not yet seen elsewhere in the world. Currently, the NPC Seal of Registration is prominently displayed in almost 200,000 establishments and online platforms nationwide. In addition, the NPC Seal of Registration is proudly displayed in 105 locations across 21 countries worldwide, including Singapore, Taiwan, Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong, the United States of America, Canada, the Bahamas, the United Kingdom, Italy, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, what else? Brunei, Malaysia, Bahrain, Kuwait, the Northern Marianas Island, Australia, and the People's Republic of China. The National Privacy Commission did not stop in embracing digitalization in effectively executing our compliance mandate. Last year, we launched the Compliance and Security Monitoring Command Center. This is a cutting-edge facility designed to serve as a centralized platform for the continuous monitoring of data privacy compliance across sectors. At the implementation of the National Privacy Commission's registration circular, the Commission made it a priority to ensure full compliance among entities subject to mandatory registration. We intensified our efforts to boost registration through the NPCRS and promoted the required display of the NPC Seal of Registration as a mark of accountability and transparency. In 2022 and 2023, only 4,031 and 4,307 PICs and PIPs respectively were registered. But in 2024, the number of registered PICs and PIPs surged to 10,210, a significant increase that can be largely attributed to the effectiveness and success of our NPCRS. As of this date, there are 11,524 PICs and PIPs registered before the National Privacy Commission from both the public and private sectors. As to our intensified compliance efforts, since 2022 up to present, we have conducted a total of 134 on-site visits, 1,858 privacy sweeps, and 1,138 on-the-spot privacy sweeps. We also issued a total of 92 notice of document submissions, 139 warning letters, and 1,771 show cause orders. From 2022 to this date, the National Privacy Commission has consistently demonstrated courage and impartiality in conducting compliance checks on major companies and organizations, reaffirming our commitment to ensuring adherence to the Data Privacy Act of 2012, regardless of size and influence. We conducted compliance checks on the 3 major telecommunication companies in the country to ensure that they are implementing appropriate security measures to protect the personal data of Filipinos following the implementation of the SIM Registration Act. Moreover, in line with the privacy concerns involving membership cards, raffles, and other financial information such as credit cards, the National Privacy Commission conducted on-the-spot privacy sweep at various malls in Metro Manila. Further, with the rising popularity of the e-commerce platforms in the Philippines, we conducted an on-site visit at the offices of the leading e-commerce platforms to ensure that they are duly compliant with the Data Privacy Act of 2012, its IRR, and other issuances of the National Privacy Commission. It is also worth noting that the National Privacy Commission conducted privacy sweeps at the 3 major airlines in the Philippines to guarantee their adherence with the registration requirements, including the display of the NPC CLAB registration at their check-in counters. In terms of breach handling, the Commission processed a total of 942 breach notifications from 2022 up to present. These breach notifications are evaluated by the Compliance and Monitoring Division, and where applicable, it will be brought to the Commission NBAC for adjudication. The specific causes of these breach notifications include hacking incidents, theft, loss or error in delivery of documents, personal error, phishing error, unauthorized access, and unauthorized disclosure, among others. Additionally, as a result of our intensified compliance efforts and perseverance to ensure that PICs and PIPs uphold the fundamental human right to privacy, I am proud that other branches of government are lending their strong support in demanding compliance. The Supreme Court of the Philippines released a resolution dated January 23, 2024 regarding the designation of compliance officers for privacy and registration with the National Privacy Commission. This resolution aims to streamline coordinated compliance and enforcement of the Data Privacy Act of 2012 across all court stations nationwide. More significantly, the issuance demonstrates the judiciary's dedication and commitment to protecting the data privacy rights of every Filipino. Likewise, during the same year, the Department of Interior and Local Government issued Memorandum Circular which aligns local government units with the updated standards and requirements under the NPC Registration Circular. This initiative ensures comprehensive compliance with the Data Privacy Act of 2012 among all local government units, meaning from barangay up to the governor. The issuances, both from the Supreme Court and the Department of Interior and Local Government, mark a significant milestone in strengthening the nation's data privacy net framework. This collaborative efforts reflects a unified commitment across key government branches to safeguard the fundamental right to privacy and enhancing trust and accountability in public service. Further, the National Privacy Commission remains resolute in its commitment to empowering citizens to exercise their right to file complaints and seek appropriate remedies when their personal data is misused or mishandled. In line with our mandate to address complaints, conduct investigations, facilitate dispute resolutions, we have consistently acted with urgency and diligence in resolving cases brought before the Commission. Since 2016 to present, the National Privacy Commission has received a total of 3,538 formal complaints. 100% of these complaints were already acted upon by the National Privacy Commission. with 2,975 complaints resolved, while the 563 complaints are currently undergoing various stages of the complaints proceeding. Further, since 2016 to present, the National Privacy Commission instituted a total of 156 sua sponte investigations against PICs who may have committed possible data privacy violations under the Data Privacy Act of 2012. The power to institute sua sponte investigations allows the National Privacy Commission to act on its own initiative, especially when there are indications of potential data privacy violations. This also strengthens our regulatory oversight even when no formal complaint is filed. In instituting efficient mechanism in responding to data security and privacy concerns, the Digital Security and Privacy Quick Response, or DSPQR project, was implemented through a Memorandum of Agreement with the Department of Information and Communications Technology in 2023. The DSPQR project was launched under the brand name Security and Privacy Response and Investigation Task Force, or what we call SPRINT. Since its launch, SPRINT has received a total of 6,059 privacy concerns and security incidents. Of these, 6,056 have already been successfully resolved. In 2021, we also instituted the Quick Response and Special Cases, or the QRSC, as part of the National Privacy Commission's proactive approach in monitoring and resolving privacy concerns that affect large segments of the community or which can cause privacy panics. Under the QRSC, the National Privacy Commission has docketed a total of 506 inquiries from 2021 to present. Of this, 307 have been resolved, while the 199 are currently under analysis, initial coordination, or undergoing various proceedings. Moreover, the National Privacy Commission has already addressed a total of 60,813 data privacy concerns since 2016. From 2022 up to present, the National Privacy Commission received a total of 39,610 data privacy concerns. 100% of these privacy concerns are already acted upon by the Commission. In addition, the National Privacy Commission has demonstrated that it has no fear in swiftly responding to data privacy concerns that alarm the public. The National Privacy Commission summoned organizations to provide additional information and explanation regarding alleged breaches. In 2023, the National Privacy Commission immediately initiated a proactive investigation into the potential violation of the Data Privacy Act of 2012 in line with the unsettling revelation of a personal data breach where confidential information was illicitly obtained from the systems of the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation, or PhilHealth. The National Privacy Commission launched a sua sponte investigation upon extracting a staggering 734 gigabytes of data, which includes personal and sensitive personal information of Filipinos. Amidst the investigation and the alleged PhilHealth leak, we also persevered in empowering data subjects. We launched an independent project entitled Na-Leak Ba ang PhilHealth Data Ko, which is a simplified database search portal designed to help individuals verify the status of their personal information in light of the recent incident involving the PhilHealth database. The portal is recognized as a groundbreaking initiative from the Commission in protecting and fostering trust among the Filipinos. Last year, the National Privacy Commission issued a decision finding certain officers of the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation liable for access due to negligence under Section 26 of the Data Privacy Act of 2012. The decision was also imposed an administrative fine amounting to 15 million pesos against PhilHealth for its failure to implement appropriate security measures to protect the personal information of Filipinos. Lastly, the decision was already forwarded to the Secretary of Justice recommending the prosecution of certain PhilHealth officers. Now, following the National Privacy Commission's rules of procedure, the decision on the imposition of the administrative fine is already final and executory. Certainly, the National Privacy Commission remains dedicated to its role as a vigilant and responsive regulator. With our efficient complaint handling mechanism, rest assured that we will uphold our mandate with integrity and urgency to ensure that no privacy concern goes unheard or unaddressed. Consequently, for the past years, the National Privacy Commission has demonstrated the effective execution of its adjudicatory mandate, ensuring the timely resolution of complaints and breach notifications brought before the Commission. From 2022 to the present, the Commission NBank has convened a total of 61 adjudication meetings, resulting in the issuance of 71 decisions, 167 resolutions, and 190 orders. Significantly, 96% of these issuances have already been duly served to the appropriate parties, underscoring the Commission's commitment to efficient and effective adjudication. Aside from that, from 2022 to present, the Commission NBank also recommended a total of 27 cases for criminal prosecution, emphasizing the importance of responsible data stewardship among organizations by demonstrating that violations carry serious penalties, including criminal liability. To support our adjudicatory function, the filing of complaints has been streamlined through the introduction of a user-friendly digital platforms. Data subjects can now conveniently submit their complaints through our official website, which is equipped with features designed to assist and guide complainants throughout the process. Moreover, in the exercise of its enforcement powers, the National Privacy Commission has issued 2 cease and desist orders and 4 temporary bans from 2022 to present. These measures were implemented to prevent further harm or potential violations during the pendency of investigations or complaint proceedings. Further, the National Privacy Commission continues to cement its role as a leading authority in global data privacy and as a world-class regulatory body. Since 2022, the National Privacy Commission has actively engaged with international counterparts, global organizations, and regional networks to align with evolving standards, share best practices, and address cross-border privacy challenges. The National Privacy Commission represents the country by actively participating in the Global Privacy Assembly. The GPA plays a vital role in the global data privacy landscape as it serves as a premier forum for privacy and data protection authorities from around the globe. Through the GPA, members are able to collaborate on emerging privacy challenges and harmonize approaches to cross-border data protection issues. In addition, participation in the GPA ensures that the country's data privacy framework is aligned with international standards, thereby building trust among citizens and global partners alike. Last year, the National Privacy Commission actively participated during the 46th GPA, which was held in Jersey, Channel Islands, and was hosted by the Jersey Data Protection Authority. Additionally, as a member of the GPA, the National Privacy Commission also actively participates in various working groups of the Assembly. Our active participation in the Global Privacy Assembly was not limited to these meetings and working groups. In 2023, the National Privacy Commission made history by becoming the first ever fee-funded secretariat of the Global Privacy Assembly. As such, the National Privacy Commission will serve as the fee-funded secretariat for 4 years, which started last 2024. Indeed, our nomination as the first GPA fee-funded secretariat makes the Philippines a key player in the international data privacy landscape. Aside from our participation at the Global Privacy Assembly, we are also an active member of the Asia Pacific Privacy Authorities, or APA. Last year, the National Privacy Commission participated in the 61st APA Forum, hosted virtually by the Office of the Information and Privacy Commissioner for British Columbia. The National Privacy Commission also participated during the 62nd APA Forum held in Tokyo, Japan, hosted by the Personal Information Protection Commission of Japan. To promote trusted cross-border data flows, the Commission sustained its active involvement in the Global Cross-Border Privacy Rules Forum and the Global Cooperation Agreement for Privacy Enforcement. The Philippines, through the National Privacy Commission, is one of the founding jurisdictions of the Global CBPR Forum. As such, we actively participate in drafting of key documents that establish the global cross-border privacy rules and the privacy rules for processor systems. The publication of the global CBPR and the PRP systems, policies, rules, and guidelines, along with the global CBPR Forum Accountability Agent application documents in April 2024, signifies a major step forward in fostering active cooperation and enforcement of data privacy among participating jurisdictions. Moreover, it is with great honor that the Global CBPR Forum members continue to place their trust to the National Privacy Commission in our roles in the Global Forum Assembly Committee and working groups. The National Privacy Commission serves as the chair of the Communication and Stakeholders Engagement Committee in the Global CBPR. We are also a member of the Accountability Agent Committee, Membership Committee, Program Requirements and Small Group, and Government Access Small Group. For the past years, the National Privacy Commission also contributed to support the Global CBPR Forum through its participation as speakers in various workshops around the globe. Among other things, we emphasize that the cross-border privacy rule system enables companies to proactively showcase their adherence to internationally recognized data privacy principles and standards. It is important to highlight the significance of the Global CBPR workshops, which unite government officials, regulators, and privacy experts worldwide to discuss ways to strengthen and expand the CBPR system. As we continue to raise awareness to the Global CBPR Forum, I am proud to announce that this coming October, the National Privacy Commission will host the Global CBPR Workshop.